Okay.
Okay. Tzadik Gimel, 93. So now there are rumors questioning who owns this field. So Achlo Hechzik Ba, if Shimon the buyer has not established chazaka, which we will define what that is, Yachol Lachzer Bo, he can reverse the sale. Meshehechzik Ba, if he already went into the field and established ownership, Ein Yachol Lachzer Bo, he can't reverse the sale. Ishum de Amarle, Chaysa the Kitri service for Kabal. You bought the Reuven can say, listen, you bought this field without a guarantee. You should have recognized that there were problems. That's why you bought it without achrayus. You bought it for less price. Umeimas machzik bo. What establishes chazaka? When he walks along the four sides of the field to check it, that establishes chazaka. Even if he sold it b'achrayus. The sale is not abolished, even though there are rumors. The Amarle achvi tirfacha v'ashalmecha. Listen, Shimon could say to Levi, show me a document where your creditor is coming to take the field away from me. Fine. Until then, he can't reverse his sale. Mishnah. Mishaya Nasui Shalosh Nashim. A guy was married to 3 women. Umeis, he died. Ksubasa Shalzu Mana, Vishalzu Masayim, Vishalzu Shalosh Me'ash. Each one had a different value of their ksuba, 100, 200, 300. But the time were all this, he married them all at the same time. There isn't one that is more, that is earlier. Now, Ein Shamana, if there's only $100 in the Yerusha, Chokin B'Shavet, on the first 100, they have the same equal claim. Hayusham Mosayim. So if there's 200, only the wives who had a 200 and a 300 ksuba share in anything above 100. The one that only 100 didn't have any claim to that. So therefore, the one who has the ksuba of mana gets chamishim, and the ones of 200 and 300, each one gets 75. So it's 150, so that's how they divided 200. Hayusham shalish miyos, and there was only one wife who had a ksuba that's connected to shlosh miyos. So the one of mana gets chamishi. The one of 200 gets 100. And the one who had the 300 shlosh miyos gets 150. Pichso Isiru. The values went up or down of the assets. I'm sorry. V'chein shloisha she'itilu lekis. 3 partners that did a partnership in a business. But they all didn't contribute the same cash. One put 100, one put 200, one put 300. Pischu ohosiru, if the asset that they bought together went up in value or down in value, and they go to divide, they also will divide their assets the same way that the Mishnah divided it for the women. So it's based on their investment. Says the Gemara, Shlomana Noitelas Chamishim. Now, why in the second case, where if there was $200, why did the ksuba of the woman with 100 get 50? Each woman should divide the first 100 equally. So each one should get 33 and a third. Amar Shmuel, Bekoiseves Balas Masayim Lebalas Mana, the 200 woman writes to the 100 woman, Dinu Dvar mainly in Chabamana. I don't have anything to do with you regarding the first 100. Therefore, it's only the 300 woman and the 100 woman who split it. Okay, Iachi, if that's the case, Ema Seifa. We said, Shal Mosayim v'Shal Shloish Ma'os. The 200 and the 300 women each get 150. Each get 75. Right? 75 is 150 plus the 50 gets 200. Now what? Tema. Hasaka nafshi minech. Woman number 2, the 200 woman, removed herself of the first 100. She only has a claim on the second 100. So the woman of the 300 should have gotten 50 from the first 100, 50 from the second, and the Balas Masayim only gets Chamishim of the last one, of the 200. Mishum de Amr le Midinu, because this is another, she said, the 200 woman says to the 300 woman also, Midin Varm Hudaslikin after. I have nothing to do with you either. So Hayusham Shloish Meya is. So the Mishnah described if there was 300, how they divided. Now again, why should the Shel Masayim Mekabelas Mana? Should be Rak Shivim V'Chamishu De'Oslik. She only is deserving of 75. Or Mishmul B'Koseves Balas Shloish Mes L'Balas Masayim L'Balas Mana. The woman of 300 says to the 200 and 100 woman, Dinu Dvar mainly I have nothing to do with you in the first 100. Rav Yaakov Narpkod Mishmeish the Ravina Omar, Reisha B'Shtei Tfisis, the Sefer B'Shtei Tfisis. The money appeared in 2 different boluses, not at one time. Reisha B'Shtei Tfisis T'naflu Shivim V'Chamish. Initially, it was a $75 Yerusha. B'chad Zimna. Umeya v'eser v'chamisha b'chad Zimna. 125 in the next one. When they all had the same claim, the first 75, they only got 25 each. Anything above 100, the Balas Mana only gets from 75 to 100. She gets her share. And the 50 that's left will be divided equally by the 300 and the 200. And Seifa B'Shtei Tfisa, Shenaflu Shivim V'Chamish B'Chad Zimna, U'Masayim V'Esrim V'Chamish B'Chad Zimna. Same calculation. The first Yerusha fell was 75. The second was 225. That explains. Tanya, Zu Mishnas Rav Nosson, but Rabbi Yomein and Iroy Dvarv Rav Nosson Beilu Eladatu Chalukos B'Shava. According to the Rabbi, they divide everything equally. V'chein Shloisha Shitilu Kis, partners who invest in a business, they divide the same way. Amar Shmuel, Shnaim Shitilu Lekis, Zech Nismana V'zem Osayim One invested 100, the other invested 200. They divide the profits equally. Amar Rav Mistavra Milsa de Shmuel, Bekanu Shor Lechrisha V'Omed Lechrisha. They bought an ox for plowing, and they're going to sell it for plowing. And they're going to divide how much the cow earned plowing. Aval b'shor l'chrisha ve'oimed l'tvicha. Initially it was for plowing, but now they're going to sell it for shechting. Then they don't divide equally. The one who invested 200 gets 2/3 of the profit. However, they divide the profit equally. Two people invested in a deal. 100, 1 200. My love, and tiyufta derab. Lo, well, if it's going to be sold for meat, they're each going to earn based on their investment. Adatani seifa. Why did we wait to the seifa to say? Each one bought their own schoira. And this arv, when they got mixed, why did you wait until the next Mishnah? You could have machlokes right now. Was going to be sold for butchering. You could have also said what's this ochinami kamar? That's how you learn. It's as if each one bought goods and they got mixed up. Each one gets profit based on how much they invested. Tanan, two people invested or three people invested. The item went up in value or down in value. They divide the same way based on their investment. My love, mamish. The Gemara says no. Means these are new money. So the value of the money got increased. The money got damaged. In that case, they divide based on the money that they invested. Okay, we did very good. We pretty much did 2 blot. So we're going to learn Tuesday night. We did today's and tomorrow's blot. And Tuesday night, we'll learn Tuesday's blot. Okay? Let's make it at, let's see, Yontif is over.
At 7, huh?
No Tsurba on Tuesday.
No Tsurba, but Daf Yomi will be at 8 o'clock.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good.
Okay, Chag Sameach.
Chag Sameach.